What's up, guys? My name is James. Most of you know me as Alex.
My name's James as well.
Oh, God. I forgot what to say. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Live from Saturday night! It's Mount Airy!
That was interesting. Welcome to the show. If you've not seen it before, shame on you.
Shame.
But in case you haven't heard, fellas, Hurricane, how do you say it?
Dorian.
Duran. Girls
DeLorean.
on film.
Okay.
Dorian ruined the Bahamas and killed and destroyed a lot of stuff,
It's straight just ruined.
but left a Jeep sitting on the South Carolina coast. Like
So- Some genius thought it was a grand idea to go out on the beach, and they did just that. They went out on the beach, but they did not come back from the beach. And I don't know if you guys have seen it. Have you seen the funeral service with bagpipes?
Are you serious?
This dude went out there and played Amazing Grace on the bagpipes like it was a funeral service. Right there, he's standing beside the Jeep. It was beautiful.
Wow. I
Yeah.
seen that in a little picture, but I thought it was just a bad meme.
No,
That didn't make any sense.
It wasn't like a Photoshop or nothing. He literally went out there and played Amazing Grace on the bagpipes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. Go look it up. It's hilarious.
Also, Popeyes is completely out of chicken sandwiches.
We went
Still.
to Popeyes and we knew they were out.
Buy
Their
them
chicken's
chicken
just
tenders.
great. We had the chicken tenders. They were wonderful. But
Chicken tendies.
I'm really wanting to try that sandwich.
Oh,
It looks so crispy.
We end up talking about food every single episode.
That's
well, you
fine.
eat food every single day, so
This is true.
why wouldn't you?
But we like food. We love food.
Yeah.
Trump argues with the news again.
Nah.
Really?
Did you see like the projections of where the hurricane was going to
Oh,
hit?
yeah. It looked like it was Sharpied in.
He brought the guy to the White House and argued with him about it.
Wow.
Apparently. Maybe that's a fake news thing. I don't know.
Who knows anymore?
Nobody
Who
knows.
cares?
America and the rest of the world are having a shortage of White Claw.
Really?
Really? Is it like legit getting drunk up so fast?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What is wrong with y'all? It's alcoholic TV static.
That's all it is. That's very true. That's
Yeah.
I've never
But
tried
I mean,
it.
they
though.
went.
Have you ever tried
People
it?
went crazy
No,
over
but
the.
I've tried like seltzer
It's seltzer
type.
water.
I've tried that at a fountain drink from.
You
like,
tried White
Burger
Claw at a
King.
fountain drink?
No, like sparkling water.
What restaurants are you going to?
No, sparkling water, like unflavored.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
Like,
Yeah.
like seltzer stuff.
I can't
it just-
imagine. It's no good. It's just
like,
no
you know
good.
that tingling on your tongue after you eat something like really like ridiculously hot? That's what seltzer water tastes like.
The
to me.
claw is the law.
No. No, it's,
No,
you
there's
gotta,
no
There's no
laws.
laws when you're drinking the claw. That's the saying.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's not had much sleep.
And in case you've been living under a rock, Nickelback is still being shit on.
Yeah.
This needs to stop.
What is it they're opening up for?
Oh yeah, they opened for a guy I think it was last night. It was at some benefit festival thing, but somehow the lineup was I don't know if it was a full band. It might have been just Chad and Ryan, because that's all I saw in the picture. But it was Nickelback opened for this guy, this Americana style dude, who has like 10,000 followers on Instagram.
But why?
I don't know. And he posted a picture. He was like, it's not every day you get to say Nickelback opened for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
This
Like
is a
you
crazy world we live in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's there hasn't been a lot of going on in the news.
There has, just not much worth paying attention to.
No, I don't pay attention to it that much.
Yeah.
Besides Tool released a new album.
Oh yeah, Taylor Swift fans out there,
Or finding out who Tool is.
y'all are probably not happy. If you're a 16-year-old girl watching this right now,
Or you're a 30-year-old man.
we are very happy because Tool is set to knock Taylor Swift out of the number one spot. They have had like incredible sales on iTunes.
You know, their
They-
album
they
is
have
sold
number
out.
one.
Like,
And-
nobody has their album, the
Really?
physical copy. They've sold them all.
Yeah, I know they said there was a post they put sometime or another saying they was going to print a few more for a limited run, but not many.
They need to print a bunch.
And I've
Hopefully
seen
they'll
also that it was noted that their sales have been genuine sales, whereas a lot of Taylor Swift sales were packaged in with like ticket bundles and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas Tools is just outright people
Yeah.
wanting to buy the CD and just the CD.
And the CD was $40.
Huh?
Yeah, did you not know that?
No,
The CD
you're
wasn't a CD. It was like a DVD size case. You open it up and it had a TV screen on the inside of it that played their trippy art and stuff with like sound effects, with like a 38-page booklet of pictures and the CD.
really.
$40.
Wow. Was that like the only option you
Yeah.
had?
Heck yeah,
Good Lord.
and it still sold better.
It's still sold. Hey,
Yeah.
I tried to find one, but everybody like within like 2 days,
Really?
everybody was sold
Now, can
out.
you buy? Are they doing any vinyl or anything like that?
Not yet. That's the only thing that
That would be nice.
they
That'd
probably
be very
will.
nice.
But they've only
It'd be
released
cool if they
vinyl
did
for
the vinyl.
3 things they've done.
It'd be cool if they did the vinyl the same way, just a bigger version, like where that little TV is in the case. Well, if it was a vinyl case and it was still that big,
And I don't want to spend like $300 on vinyl.
Yeah.
Well, if they would make it an option, not the only
Well, if
option.
you want to spend that much, go ahead. But I don't know about that.
So, if
It'd
you've
be-
been watching,
no.
if you've been watching the show here the last couple episodes, you notice that we have a thing called the top 5. Top 5 is where all 3 of us come up with our own top 5 list. We've done
First one was top 5 most
Albums.
influential albums to us, like our favorites.
yeah, and then we asked Nature Row Minds about
French fries.
French
fast
fries,
food fries.
yep.
Last episode we talked about dream cars, and this time we're gonna hit a little deep. This is top 5 artists or like bands or musicians that are our least favorite.
So would it be
You're
our
going on the opposite.
actual? Would it be our bottom 5?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're going on the opposite.
I've been
is
up
not
since
top 5,
I've been
this is
up for
bottom
like
5.
24 hours.
Oh, third shift.
Well, it's just top 5 hated.
yeah.
Yeah, top 5 hated. This is gonna be bad.
I've not really spent much time thinking about it, so
I
I'll let
haven't.
one of y'all go
I know
first.
3 of mine. I don't
Yeah.
know the other 2 yet.
We'll let Justice go first. He's
Well, I
got
said I
more.
don't know the other 2.
Well, that's fine. I haven't even
You're
wrote.
3 ahead of me.
Well, let's see. Nope, I got 4.
4.
Nicki Minaj. Thank
Yeah.
God she announced she's retiring.
Yep.
Just
Did
throw that in there.
Did she ever say why?
Something about focusing on family or something.
Focus on the family.
I
Says she won't be
I
retired
just
long.
read the headlines though. I didn't read into the article much because I don't care about Nicki Minaj. That's the point of this. And Cardi B.
Yeah.
No, just go back to the strip club.
Back
Put
to
the mic down.
back to drugging dudes and stealing from them.
Yeah.
You know about that, right?
I think I heard something about it.
Real classy individual.
She's
right
a classy
there.
broad.
Real good influence.
And we'll put pictures of the artists stuff
No,
over to the side just in case you don't know.
how about we not? Because I don't. This next one,
Dude, I
don't want to see a picture of.
I saw a meme about Cardi B. It said Cardi B makes music for females that think collecting child support is making money moves.
Yeah, and it's true.
That's very true. That's a very true statement.
Lizzo.
Oh God.
Lizzo.
You know the bad thing about her, she can actually sing.
Lizzo.
I don't know if you saw I think it was the VMAs
I've seen
or something. She did Truth Hurts, but then she did another song, and man, she was belting it out.
Really,
Like, it was actually impressive towards the end of her performance.
Okay,
But I don't
well,
know why on Truth Hurts, which is the only one I've heard, like as far as the studio recording. I don't know why she sang it like she did. It sounds horrible.
Yeah, it really does. That's the only song I know by her. But that's enough for me to put it on the list. Like, that's one of the worst things I have heard in my life.
I heard it on the radio and I was driving. I was like, oh, God.
You know, it's sad that it's gotten to the point to where a lot of music, to me, maybe it's just me, that I can't listen to the radio because a lot of the music I just dislike.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Same for me a lot of times. I'll listen to like pop radio and country. But after like 20, 30 minutes of it, I'm like, let me go back to the classics.
I have to change the station more than ever because, like, it's just every other
That's
song.
why you just hook up your phone and play what you want.
Exactly.
Play the Hollowfade EP. Stream it
There you
now
go.
on iTunes and
Or
Spotify.
If you still have a CD player in your car,
Yeah.
buy the
Since
CD
that's
from the website, hollowfade.com.
Our album won't let you down unless you hate it.
and then
That's a good way of putting it. I like that. That's a good way of putting it.
So next.
Fergie.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh God! Now you
God.
just opened up a whole new can. of
Ugh. Just no, man.
Well, no, I think
No.
not
No.
anymore. Maybe like in her heyday, she's
Nah.
okay.
I ain't never heard nothing.
I don't know.
What a crap.
I think that she's one of those artists that she's definitely getting worse with age, but she still thinks that like her shit don't stink. I don't like artists like that,
Yeah.
and I've got an artist like that in my list.
Oh, boy.
A couple.
And number 5, Metallica.
Welcome to the J2 podcast. I'm here by resigning.
Nah, I don't know my 5th one yet.
You don't know your fifth?
Yeah.
Think real hard.
Y'all go through whatever y'all got, and I'll come back to it.
Okay.
For me, a lot of that's the same. Cardi B. Ugh. Nicki Minaj. Sugarland. She sounds like a squawking duck, dude. I can't do it.
Specifically, that one song
Yeah.
stuck like glue.
Oh, God. Why'd you have to say the name of it? Okay, now,
I feel like it's about to hit deep now.
who's that idiot that sings Airplanes or Paper Planes or whatever her name is? You know what I'm talking
MIA?
about? Yes.
Like, you know, I fly
God.
like people get high
God.
like planes. It's good.
So, no.
It's a banger.
No, it's definitely not. I can't do that. No,
She's a banger.
no,
I mean, whatever.
no.
MIA.
Wrong. So yeah, let's see. Cardi, Nicki, MIA, Sugarland. And now I'm trying to go somewhere not pop with this last one.
It's hard not to, though.
It is hard not to. Trying to think in the rock world, probably my least favorite. I'm wanting to say the Black Keys. Yeah,
Huh?
I don't really like the Black Keys.
I think they're overrated, but I don't think they're.
Oh, no. Take that back, Mumford and Sons.
Ooh.
I don't like Mumford and
That's a
Sons.
deep.
You're gonna get some hate on that.
I don't
No,
care.
if,
If people can hate on my
I mean,
Nickelback,
I'm
I can hate
agreeing.
on Mumford and Sons.
oh man, that's completely understandable.
Like, it's just it's like,
Yeah.
it's so, it's all, man. And the dudes that sing "Hey Ho" or whatever that song is,
The Lumineers.
the Lumineers.
Yeah. Ugh.
What does that make, 6? I'm on a roll.
Hey, you need to calm down. You're over your limit.
So like with mine,
Have you figured out your 5 yet?
No, I'm still thinking that
thank you.
fifth
so
one.
number 1, which these aren't in any order, Kiss.
Sorry, Nick.
This is when Nick is gonna just hit stop.
This is where he's gonna.
Unfollow.
Let me tell you. So
He's
Kiss,
probably gonna call. He's gonna be like, "Yo, what?
I said what? Anyway, so Kiss, I don't care for. Now I'm not saying that they're terrible. They've obviously had a pretty stellar career, but I think they're overrated.
Yep.
Everybody was scared of them. I don't know why, because they sing about love songs. I just think that they're egotistical. I just don't care for them.
They're not that great. They really aren't.
Beyonce.
But she's one that, like you said with Kiss, it's not that you hate her.
No, like Beyonce,
She's got
like
some decent
she's
stuff.
got a good voice.
The
But
whole
she-
Beyonce persona
Yeah.
and like,
Queen Bee.
Let's throw her in the Lion King. I just don't. I don't like her and the whole Jay-Z thing. Like I don't like him because I almost don't think that he's a rapper. Like they're not really musicians at this point. They're just celebrities.
yeah.
Yeah.
Luke Bryan.
I can agree with that one.
He looks like Butthead.
He's got, I think it's 2 songs
No.
that are all right.
I wish I could find a person that signed him,
Slap him.
slap him in the face.
He's really funny looking, man. I don't know. There's so many girls.
But all the
are
girls are like,
like, oh my God, Luke Bryan. He looks like Butthead. Or is it Beavis?
it's Butthead.
Butthead. If you've not seen that meme, look up Luke Bryan Butthead, and it's a side-by-side picture, and it's hilarious. The similarity, you can't deny it.
It's stupid. I don't understand why all the girls are crazy over him. He's kind of the same way. He's just kind of become like a celebrity. I don't know.
Yeah. Hosting American Idol.
Now this one I might get some crap for.
Or no, he's judging. Sorry, I said
I
hosting.
might have my 5th one.
You might have a feeling.
We'll come to it.
Ariana Grande.
What? What?
I'm done.
What?
But I'm not saying that she's not talented. This is why I don't like Ariana Grande. This is why I can't stand her.
You're talking about my future wife, so be careful.
Everybody goes, oh, Ariana Grande, have you heard her new song? It's so good. She's the best. She's so good. Oh. And I don't understand why. Yeah, she's got some hops on her. But dang, she's not that good. She releases a song that's got this minimalistic background, and it's just because she goes, that everybody's like, oh, she's great.
Are you talking about what is that song? I want it. I got it. What's the name of that song? 7 Rings or something like that?
Yeah,
No.
I don't like that crap.
I don't like that one. It's all right. Like, man, it's really
I've got
not
6.
even all right.
I've kinda. That kind of brings me back to this point. This is my other one that.
Before you say that, though,
Okay.
ignore what this man just said Ariana Grande is great. She is amazing. I'm going to marry her one day. Don't listen to him.
Drake.
Oh God, yeah, Drake.
But it's not like he's had his fair share of some good stuff. There's some stuff that I really like. Like he's got that one.
Just hold on.
We're going home.
Yeah, hold on. We're going home.
That whole album is good. But then you start getting into the, whoa, yeah, remember? And I'm like, huh? And then he does that singing stuff. He don't write his own stuff. And it's like nobody cares. That's a big deal in the rap community for some reason.
I don't know. I don't like his rap flow, his vocal tone, and his flow and rhythms. It's not that great. Now on that song, like "Hold On, We're Going Home," when he's like singing, like on that song, it's good. Like that song is great.
But
I love that song. But that's like the only Drake that I care.
And it's like the only thing about him, I think the reason why I don't like him so much is he drops an album and everybody freaks out.
Yeah.
Oh, Drake released this new album. It's a double disc album. We're really gonna know how he feels. He's sad because every woman he ever asked out goes, "You're too emotional. I can't be with you." And then finally, I'm gonna bring it up to this one. This is my sixth one, but it was really my fifth one until I thought about Drake. 5 Finger Death Punch. I do not like 5 Finger Death Punch.
What?
Do
They
not.
got some good songs.
Everybody goes, "I talk the gun," and I'm like, I turn it. I don't want to hear it.
Even like under and over it.
I don't like his voice.
Far
What?
From Home or Far.
I think it's Far From Home.
They've got the only hits is cover songs.
No.
So be it.
No, no. It's his voice. I don't care for his voice. I think that it's overrated, polished rock. I don't like it.
I don't think it's overrated.
It's overrated.
I don't know.
I just don't care.
I did.
Now, would I open up for him? Yeah.
Wow.
So if you got an open spot for us, guys, we'll play.
After I
I
just
mean, he
shit
hates you. He hates you, but we will play. We will open up for you.
There's one out of the 3.
You'll be up there drumming, and like their drummer their lead vocalist will just come up behind you with a baseball bat. And just
Well, it's like everybody's trying to sound like them too. It's like there's somehow this big leap forward, and everybody's like, rock there for a long time sounded like everything was produced just like 5 Finger Death Punch, and I'm like, why? They're
I
not
don't
that
like
good.
their drum production. It's very full, and very percussive, but it's almost like if it's live track drums, it's been edited. It's either that or it's electronically done, and it's annoying a little bit to my ears.
Well, it's like a lot of music, a lot of bands and stuff, they're not recording drums. They
Yeah.
are programming it. And just so you know, the Hollowfade promise, that will never happen.
It's not going to be a computer. It's not going to do it.
Now, it might not sound good, but we promise you, it might not be the best sounding drums, or it might not be the best drums or player, but it will never be programmed.
That's a promise.
That's a promise. So, what do you got, a fifth one?
Well, y'all both did 6, so I guess I'll go ahead and do 6.
This is bottom 6.
One Direction.
Yeah.
They rip off everything too.
Yeah. There was one
They
that
ripped off
was
Def Leppard on that one song.
Midnight Memories.
Yeah.
Midnight
bright memories.
Yeah, that.
Blossom just on me. It was like same chords, same da-na, 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 same rhythm, same vocal melody. It was like, what are you doing?
I think it even ended the same way.
Now, did the drummer purposely play it with one arm? Because that'd be a dead giveaway.
It was probably electronic drums. So,
And then for my sixth one, I can't really specifically say any artist because it's just kind of any artist who sings in this style. Flipping mumble rap.
yeah.
Only name I can think of that comes to mind right now
You
is
gonna
like
do it? You
Lil Xan or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say some Lil Pump. Don't be talking
Oh,
about
that guy, Lil Pump. God.
Lil
God.
Pump.
I hate Lil Pump. That's the guy.
I've not
That's
even
number
heard any of
6.
his stuff.
Forget him.
Forget him. Oh, oh, oh.
Leave. Yeah, I despise that crap.
Yeah.
Their lyrics, you can't hardly understand them, and what lyrics you can have zero value to the world. They just burn it on.
So what's his
I really
next?
hope that his music was in the master tracks were in that fire that happened a few months back.
What was that? Universal Studios.
Yeah, I
think?
really hope he signed to Universal and it's all gone.
And didn't Nirvana lose their stuff?
I think so.
No,
Eminem did, I believe.
That sucks.
Now, why would you not have it copied though?
They didn't have it copied.
No.
Apparently not. If it's lost, if it got lost in the fire, it's
There's
gone.
no master tracks.
Why would you not have a duplicate on the other side of the country? I know we will.
Daggone right. We'll have like
I've got the
5.
album on 2 hard drives right
That's
now.
the Hollowfade promise.
That's the Hollowfade promise. If it's on one,
We're gonna have a stamp at the bottom
Yeah.
of all our albums.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame promise.
If our master tracks are on one coast, you can bet they're going to be somewhere safely housed on the other coast.
And they will
in
not be-
another, and in Canada, the
Sure.
safest place on earth.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
And the drums won't be computer programmed.
Yeah. It's like on one of the early Queen albums. It said something about this album was not, or no synthesizers were used in the making of this album, because like all these other bands were starting to use synthesizers and stuff, and they were like, no. No.
I ain't gonna do it.
And they put it right on the back of the album. But it's funny they ended up moving into using synthesizers and
Yeah.
stuff. They just kind of ended up going along with it. It
Yeah.
worked out.
But at
worked
least they didn't do it
They did it
to
well.
follow the.
They didn't follow the trend.
Yeah, they did it.
They did it when they wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And I do respect that.
And guess what? It turned out to be some of the best music ever.
So
That's what happens when you don't follow trends.
Queen almost made my list.
My
No.
turn to walk away.
so the next segment is a new segment. Last time we did what was it? Versus?
Yeah.
It was something versus something else. So this one's
So what does
kind
this
of
UO mean?
Again, we have no clue what's coming up. He's
Alex
come out.
does.
He's like, oh, I've got a segment called
He just told
UO.
us to write on the paper the letters U and O. What does that mean?
So UO is, and the reason why I didn't tell you is because I'd give away unpopular opinions.
Ah.
So I'm going to give you some unpopular opinions, and we're going to discuss them.
Okay.
Sound fair?
Sounds fair.
So the first one, someone said that I can't stand cheese.
Jesus.
These are unpopular opinions. I didn't write them. I found them on the internet.
Was it a tweet?
It's a tweet. I can't stand cheese.
Okay, they are not entitled to their wrong opinion. Just leave.
Cheese is amazing.
Cheese is
man.
amazing.
I don't know why you wouldn't like cheese.
I don't either. Like God, I couldn't imagine
you-
life without
like,
cheese. Like
have you-
pizza.
have you
what do you do
never-
about pizza?
Have you never took a mozzarella stick and just went and been just in awe?
Yeah. slap some Munster cheese on a ham sandwich, grill that sucker up. It's good.
Don't get me started on some cheese.
I saw that and I kind of got mad. I kind of got offended.
You just like
I don't
throw
like
your
cheese.
phone.
I've dedicated so much of my life to cheese.
I want to know how much cheese I've eaten. Have you ever seen Mouse Hunt?
What is that?
That's a different
Okay.
topic. But
Next episode.
this
maybe.
next one,
They're like a
someone tweeted, "I'm happy seeing public displays of affection, hipsters, people taking selfies, socks with sandals, and I quite like instant coffee." Now, if you ask me, that is so many wrong things. in
Now
one
go through
tweet.
Run that again.
Go through that slowly, one at a time.
I'm happy seeing public displays of affection. I am not.
To an extent, like
No.
very, 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 very slight.
Like
PDA is okay.
like seeing a woman's
you're-
ankles.
It,
What?
Like, don't show more than the ankle. Everything else needs to be covered.
like
Wear
in
some
high school, the couple's just making out up against the locker. It's like, Jesus, just go
Get a room.
on.
It was like a pop kiss or whatever.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's fine. You know, it was a half a second kiss. It's cool.
Yeah,
Happens.
I have nothing wrong with that.
But if you're like sucking face in the middle
Go
of
home.
the park,
If you're like making babies in the middle school hallway. Did you not experience that in middle school? That's when PDA become a big thing. People
No.
started like shoving their faces in the lockers and stuff.
Nah, I was oblivious to that somehow. Nah.
You know? Oh, so it was just me.
Yep.
And
what
so
was the next one?
hipsters.
No,
I don't like hipsters.
no.
And the bad thing is the true definition of a hipster is not what hipsters are.
No.
Because I've been called a hipster, but because of what I believe. I've listened to bands and gotten into bands before they've gotten big. Or I say, oh no, I like their old stuff. I don't like their new stuff. Technically, people say, oh, you're just being a hipster.
Yeah. The only reason that has now become like branded as hipster is because that's like it's become almost like the norm.
You know what makes no sense about
It's
the
the
word
normal
hipster? Like, it implies that they do things. Like, if you don't know what it is,
It's become hip.
it becomes
to be,
hip.
Yeah, it's become hip
The
to
whole,
not like mainstream stuff.
the whole ideology of hipsters is to not do the mainstream thing, which means you're not doing the thing that's hip
But now what the hipsters liked that wasn't mainstream is now mainstream.
and is hip.
Like Mumford and Sons.
It makes no sense. Like, somebody didn't think it out when they said, let's start this movement.
People taking selfies.
That don't bother me that bad. I mean,
But if,
you're standing there
if
like
you've got
taking,
someone there to take the picture for you,
let them take the
let them take the picture.
But like the people taking 100 selfies at a party,
Get a life.
or taking
Dang!
And that's coming from the guy that literally has no life.
like, or just out in public
Dang. That's deep.
taking so many selfies and people posting. Oh my God, when like their Instagram feed is just selfie, and they post like 20 in one day, and it's like, oh my.
The fact that
God.
phone companies have to make a designated camera for people to take selfies is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Turn your phone around and do it like we used to.
Yep. Hope I got it.
Hope it looks good.
Oh. Are you taking a selfie?
We're gonna hey. Socks with sandals.
No,
No.
That's
What?
it's a no.
Well, no, it's just a
There's
no.
really no reason for that.
If you're gonna wear socks,
Just
wear
put a
shoes.
Now see, like I don't like feet, so I can understand socks with sandals.
No. See, I was gonna say if you got bad feet, But if you got
Keep
bad
your
feet,
socks on.
if you got bad
Yeah.
feet, just don't wear sandals.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Yeah. Like if you
Just wear tennis shoes.
if you got some like medical looking issues down there,
Like it looks like Mr. Krabs' claws.
yeah, just wear some shoes. You know. But if you're gonna wear sandals, just
Talons.
wear it correctly. Like no socks. That's not.
And if you don't have sandal wearing feet, just wear tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Please.
And they say, and I quite like instant coffee.
No. No. I hate instant coffee. Like it'll do in a pinch if I like don't
never
have anything
tried.
else. It sucks though, but at least it's some form of coffee.
I've never tried instant coffee.
Don't if you don't have to.
Oh, it's garbage. Here's another one. Taylor Swift is totally brilliant.
I think she is. She is very, very, very smart. But at the same time, kind of dumb. But as far as like the way she's built her career, which a lot of that is like managers and stuff like that. But
I wonder how much
Her
of her
input.
music, the way that it's kind of steered off from what she used to do. I wonder how much of that is just marketing and strategy to get more sales. And if
oh yeah, I mean,
if she really is
wanted
like
to-
that.
She sold out.
She wanted a different image than
She
just the
sold out
country girl.
hardcore.
But I
is-
think her songs
is
were
that-
better
but-
back then.
yeah, I do too. But is that new image her? Like, is that really who she is, or is she purposely making this persona for
No.
herself?
I'd say it's absolutely not who she really is.
I don't think so either.
That's the thing about a lot of pop artists is like who you see is not. It's all their manufactured image, just like with Kiss.
Yeah.
Kiss is a prime example, but it's like they build these personas. But besides that, I think she is pretty brilliant.
I wonder if she'll ever like
She's made a lot of smart moves.
if
Or maybe
Money
not
moves.
just her, but her and her management as a team.
Making money
Brilliant.
moves.
now if it is just a persona that she's decided to go with for the sake of sales and stuff. I wonder if there'll ever come a day where she says, "All right, this was fun, but it's not who I really am. Let's go back the other
Poor
direction."
Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can come back from something like that much.
Lady Gaga came back from it.
And the stuff's not that bad.
But has it
Her
hit?
stuff used to be pretty.
I don't think it would
and-
hit off as well. You know what I mean?
But after a certain point, it's like, who cares? It's.
I mean, yeah, but
once you get to a certain point and
if
you know.
if she's looking to continue the success that she's had
Well,
and she goes
what if-
back, it's
what if
not
she-
going to be there. I don't
Right.
think.
But if she ever gets to the point where she's like, okay, I don't even care if my next record tanks. I've already been super successful. Let's just do one that is truly
I'd
who
love
I
that.
am.
I'd love that. 'Cause like the old Taylor Swift, man, I like it.
I do too.
Teardrops on my guitar. That's a slapper right there.
I don't know about Slapper.
Oh, and then
It slaps
this
harder than Justice's bass.
song about Tim McGraw.
Dang, man.
McGraw.
Why'd you have to go hit me
McGraw.
hard like that? Why'd you have to hit me so hard like that, man?
Double denim is fine.
What is
Oh,
denim?
like
Like,
jeans with like a denim top.
Oh,
Love it. The whole Marlboro Man image, right on.
you specifically told me many times not to wear that denim shirt.
maybe because he wanted to wear it.
He was jealous.
If you can pull it off.
Oh, so now you gonna hit me real good too? Okay, I'll just leave. Dang,
Somebody like Billy Ray Cyrus, he can pull that
He needed to
off.
grow a mullet,
I'm not growing a mullet. I'm sorry.
grow a Jim Bob beard again.
Randy Travis could do that.
Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson. Yeah, people
Waylon
like that.
Jennings.
Dale Earnhardt. Now that right there is a double denim man.
With a stash like
Double
that.
denim Dale.
Or Burt Reynolds,
Oh yeah.
Clint Eastwood. Those types of dudes.
Men that smoke
don't matter
real
with them.
cigarettes and get it going.
Yeah.
I'm going to repeat
Chuck
this.
Norris.
Oh yeah, he's done it.
Yep.
I'm going to repeat this the way that it's tweeted. The world should get over the Beatles. Just a band.
What? We're not even going to glorify that with any time like next.
Okay. you agree with that? Just
I agree with
Just
that?
moving on.
Who tweeted that? Is it
Ellis McPickle.
at Aces and Eights? You're an idiot.
Yep.
Both Seinfeld and Friends are seriously overrated.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Seinfeld especially. I've watched a little bit of Seinfeld.
But that-
and
The
thing- yeah.
That thing, though.
yeah, that is a
That slaps.
that is a slapper. Yeah.
Mashed potatoes are disgusting.
What? No,
You need-
that is an American
Let me-
staple.
Let me see that phone.
So this is what we're going to do now. We're just going to
Yeah.
call them out.
At Abhield 12. You got a dumb name and mashed potatoes are good. You're wrong.
Especially you get some garlic mashed taters.
With a lot of butter. Man, you can get
butter.
some just buttery
And
mashed
cheese.
taters. Oh, yeah.
Some cheese.
Good amount of salt. Good, healthy, or unhealthy amount of pepper.
Yes, sir.
That's good stuff.
Heck, some potatoes with A1.
Yeah, if you've never tried it, it's a little bit of A1 in your taters. And
A1 in your taters.
yeah, dude, it's good.
I don't put A1 on nothing.
Just a little bit.
You can't put a lot. It'll really overpower it quick, so you got to be careful not to put a ton. But it's good.
I ain't putting no A1 in my taters.
Try it. Just give it a whirl.
Game of Thrones is a bit dull, really.
Never watched it.
Never seen a single episode, so I don't know. Have you?
I'm not even going to get into it. I ain't even going to do it. It ain't going to let me do it.
But ain't there a midget?
There's a
There
midget.
is. Yeah.
It can't be that dull.
Modern SpongeBob is better than the original.
Whoa!
Leave. Is there been anything in modern SpongeBob
the first
as
SpongeBob
good as
movie.
the flippin', what was it, Superdome?
Oh
Or
gosh, that's
Sweet Victory? Anything
that
even close to
episode
that?
was.
No.
I don't
Has
see.
there been anything as good as let's pick the town up and move it
Yeah.
over here?
There's
No.
not. There's like no modern SpongeBob memes either. It's all classic SpongeBob is the memes you see.
Even the one that's popular now, the I'm a head out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not.
Has there been any episodes as good as Technique? Technique.
Firmly grasp it.
That one
Yeah.
was a good episode.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
It's all classic.
And then
It's not modern.
loser.
Classic.
Loser.
I need it.
Yeah.
Classic.
I don't need it.
The town at the bottom of the big hill, super dark, all the weird monsters, the glove.
Oh, the
Hey, bud, you just blow in from stupid town.
Classic.
so there's your answer. Adam Sandler is not funny.
What?
I agree with that. I don't like Adam Sandler.
There's some times that are like, eh.
When he does those stupid voices.
That's the best part.
No.
Yes.
There's some that's eh, but there's some stuff he does that's flipping hilarious.
Aerosmith is terrible.
No.
I don't think they're terrible.
They're not incredible. Joe Perry is really not that great of a guitarist in my opinion, but the songs they write some of
They
them
write
are
some
just-
bangers. They
yeah.
write some knee slappers.
Steven Tyler's just got a incredible voice.
He's got a mouth as wide as I am tall. But boy, does a voice come out of that mouth.
Have you seen the
I
video?
wonder how many marshmallows he stuck in his mouth.
Have you seen the video? They ran had a little camera while he was singing, pointing at his vocal cords, and it's pretty
No, I couldn't do that.
incredible. No, I've had a camera run up, down, and looked at my vocal cords before, and it sucks.
I don't understand how
God.
he was able to sing at the same time.
It was so bad, dude. I was like gagging.
Next.
Burger King is better than McDonald's.
No,
What?
no.
McDonald's is consistent.
And they cook their chicken all the way through.
They're really not though.
You're right.
McDonald's isn't that consistent.
But they're more consistent than Burger King.
Burger King is just all over
Now,
the
I
charts.
have found out that it depends on what Burger King.
It
There are
does.
some Burger Kings that are banging.
Elkin Burger King
God.
used to be great, and then it's gone to crap.
It just shit the bed.
It did.
The last time they were good was when they had that breakfast omelet or breakfast burrito.
Oh, the Eggnormous?
How many years ago was,
It was
that?
very shortly after that. It just went to crap.
Yeah. They were
Burger
good.
King
And
needs to
then-
seriously think about who they're hiring.
Yeah. Their management is running every one of them into
You know
the
who they hiring, right? The people that live right behind Burger King.
Next. Bohemian Rhapsody is a terrible song.
What?
Next.
It's a great song. It's a
Next.
masterpiece.
Nickelback is a good band. I like that.
Yeah.
Why is that unpopular? What did they do wrong?
Because it's cool to hate Nickelback.
Hipsters.
They did nothing wrong.
The people that like Mumford and Sons and the Black Keys and everything and
And Five Finger
and the Lumineers, those are the people that are like Nickelback is a sham. It's horrible. It's trash. It's like no.
And then they go
No, it's
turn the
not.
radio on, Photograph comes on, they sing every word.
It's funny. Like there's a lot more people that claim to not like Nickelback than actually do. You know, like Detroit. They were going to play at some halftime Thanksgiving thing at a football game in Detroit, and there was this huge online petition, like wanting to get them off the bill. Like, no, we don't want Nickelback to play. And turns out, Detroit is one of Nickelback's biggest selling cities. Like, they sell out every time they come there. They have some of the highest CD sales and streaming out of Detroit. And so it wasn't even people in Detroit signing the petition. It was losers on the internet who were like, I'm going to be cool and sign the petition against Nickelback.
Well, we're going to raid Area 51.
Is that still happening?
It's, what's today's date?
Well,
The 7th.
it's about 2 weeks away.
It's currently the 7th when we're filming this. So 13
Hey.
days away. Don't
It's
let
pretty
the
funny.
fire die out.
It's pretty funny. You remember that airsoft field, Ballahack Airsoft that I told y'all
Yeah.
about? They're doing a thing, and they're doing it before the Area 51 actually
Like
happens.
a prep.
What, training?
They're doing a Area 51 event to where they'll have people who play on the team of the guards, and they'll have people who you can show up for free if you're a person who just does the Naruto run.
I bet.
Your job is to be a Naruto runner at this event.
I will bet that the FBI is watching that. They are
They
probably
might
looking
be.
into that. Like, is this training?
Right, but
Because
this
they
is
raided the
huge.
dude's house that started the event
Yeah.
on Facebook. They like showed up to his house just to check and make sure like this was nothing. You know,
Now, what is it? There's Naruto runners, and at this event, if you want to be a Naruto
the
runner,
Karens.
if you want to be a Naruto
Karen.
runner, you're free to get in, and you literally have no weapons, nothing. You just run into a bunch of people with airsoft guns, Naruto running head first.
The
you're going to
Kyles?
get shot. The Kyles, I think you pay like $5, and I forget what it is you can do as a Kyle. And then you can also pay
You run
to
with
be a
the-
person with airsoft.
You run with a sheet of sheetrock.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have a sheetrock shield or something like that. And it's like this
A
full
riot shield made of sheetrock.
Yeah, they're doing this full-on legit event, but they're doing it a week before, but just in case something does go wrong and people actually show up and get killed. That way, if they do it after, they would be like, "Oh, you're making fun of what happened," you know.
And the Karens will walk up to and just be like, "I need to speak to the
They'll
manager."
go up to the referees and be like, "We need to talk."
Who's the manager? I need to speak to the manager right now.
So this last one is something that I don't think we're going to agree on. Vanilla is better than chocolate.
Bull.
Now you agree when it comes. No, you don't agree when it comes to cake.
No, vanilla cake, trash. Chocolate cake, that's where it's at. Vanilla cake, yellow cake, if it's any just standard cake, I'm probably not going to eat it.
Now, I like moose tracks. That's both.
Of course you do.
That's both.
You 8-year-old.
Yeah, because the reason we like moose tracks is because
Because it's not the most.
the fudge, the chocolate fudge in it, and the peanut butter cups offset the plain just nothingness of the vanilla.
Come on, vanilla is so good.
But
No.
if that was the only factor,
Vanilla snow cream.
But if that was the
That's
now
good.
that's good.
That is good.
But the moose tracks, if all I wanted was the chocolate and peanut butter, I'd just go buy chocolate peanut butter. I gotta have that vanilla in the mix too.
I do something.
It all just both. Quit arguing and just let them.
But I think we can
only
all.
in ice cream though. In
we can-
cake, no.
we can
Don't
all
give me
agree
that marble
if
bull
it's,
crap.
What?
No,
It's fine in cake
No,
too.
no,
you're
no,
just
no.
you're just wrong.
You give me one.
No, I like
or
chocolate.
Nothing.
No, I like chocolate cake. But here's the problem: is there's gotta be like a nice balance. Like if
No.
I don't want chocolate cake all the time. A nice yellow or vanilla cake with chocolate icing does the trick.
Nope.
But it don't taste no different in cake form.
Yeah, it does.
This guy will not eat.
I don't do
White
it. It's
or
not.
yellow cake?
No, it's.
He will not.
Why not?
I'd rather eat a sponge.
I know what I'm getting you for your birthday.
Oh,
And then I'll just eat it. So say, happy birthday
you
to
got,
me.
You got like a whole year to forget. So
Mark it on the calendar on your phone right now.
Oh, I
Make it
don't,
a
A week
reminder.
before.
oh, I don't forget.
you'll be like
Okay.
handed it to me. I'll just
If
that
you
out of
slap
my
that
face.
cake out
Get
of my
that
hand.
corn out of my face.
So that's kind of it for the UO.
Let
I
us
do-
know if you agree with us on some of those unpopular
We
opinions.
forget every time until we're just about done to say, hey, comment along. Go back, comment.
Listen to it again.
Yep.
So now we are going to do a segment that is our longest lasting segment. Now,
It's been with us since the beginning.
since the beginning, well, I hate to say it, but for now, this is going to be our last conspiracy corner.
You don't gotta be able to last. We just maybe not every episode.
Yeah, we're just going to have it. It
only
may be
when
a couple
good.
There's only
conspiracy
so
comes
many
up.
good conspiracies out there.
because some of them's like
But when we
about
get,
Donald Trump's hair,
Yeah.
and to me that don't matter.
When we get a hold of a good juicy one though, you can bet your sweet butt we're gonna dive into it.
We've discussed aliens,
The moon landing.
moon landing,
Egypt.
flat Earth, Egypt,
which has to do with space.
which
And
has to do
aliens.
with
And Ron,
don't stepping on it.
don't stepping on
Does it
it.
look like it wants to be
Don't
stepped on?
Steppenwolf on it.
Anyway, we've done a lot of them. But this time, I'm going to turn my attention to Mr. Justice Bricky.
The what?
This is your conspiracy corner.
The what? No, actually, he told me about this. But
I'll see if I can find it.
So there's this thing, it's called the Hadron Collider, and it's this place for scientific research, and they've got these huge machines and stuff that the energy output that they can create with these is apparently big enough to create a small black hole, which apparently they did years ago, I think in 2012, which, as many people will remember, is when the Mayan calendar ended and everybody was like, oh, the world's going to end in 2012. Well, apparently 2012 was also when the Mandela effect started to become a thing. So the conspiracy is because, as you know, black holes quickly grow and suck up everything inside of it. And the conspiracy is that the black hole, which I don't know if it's, I don't know if you've looked up to see whether or not that black hole collapsed, still exists, or if people just quit talking about it altogether, which I think is the case. The conspiracy is that we got sucked up by the black hole, which called alterations in
We're in a
our
black hole.
We're living in a
alternate
simulation of our reality, like an alternate universe.
which is why the Berenstain Bears got changed to the Berenstain Bears,
Yeah.
and Febreze now has one E instead of two, and Mandela didn't die in the 80s.
And we lost camera. Okay, we're going to pause right here. We'll be back in just a second.
I'm gonna hold this position. We're back.
We're back.
As I
We're
was
back.
saying, I see what you did there. They don't.
No.
But Mandela, apparently, people remember him dying in like the 80s.
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela. I mean, who else am I talking
I
about?
don't know.
Who knows in this alternate reality that we apparently are living in? But some people think he died and claim to vividly remember him dying and it being on TV.
Watching
and
his funeral.
Thousands
It was
of people go
televised.
to his funeral, and then no, he didn't die, and he became like what? Didn't he become the president of a country or something?
Yeah,
I didn't pay attention in school, but yeah. So maybe we're inside of a black hole.
See, in 2012, it was 2012 was the year that scientists at CERN, which is the Hadron Collider thing, they found the Higgs boson, which that is
a funny word.
it's the
Say it
part
again.
the Higgs boson. But that's the particle that Stephen Hawking predicted could destroy the universe, or in his own words, cause.
Was it in his own words?
Well, in his Dell laptop's words, it could cause the universe to undergo a catastrophic vacuum decay.
Sounds like a black hole.
And people have talked about, called it the God particle. It's like just subatomic of everything. But so apparently, no one knows exactly what happens when you enter into a black hole. Everything is just pulled into it, just compressed into basically nothing because of the extreme gravity. And a lot of people have said nothing's felt right since 2012. It's like things have shifted.
People have also said that time seems
Time
like it's
feels
going faster,
faster.
and
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, and there in a parallel universe, like things would be extremely similar but slightly different.
Well, that would make sense then
Yeah,
to the Mandela effect.
you got Skechers. Since when did Skechers not have a T in it?
Skechers supposed to have a T.
Yeah,
Yeah, Skechers.
and Febreze having one E. Looney Tunes being spelled TUNES instead of TOONS, as in cartoons. J.C. Penney.
Instead of J.C. Penney's, right?
No, instead of JCPENNEY, it's JCPENNY. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
They don't see that.
I'll throw up a picture. So, okay. Where's it at? I think I can't find any more on it. There's a huge thread. It was posted on Twitter, and there was a lot of different factoids and stuff that this guy listed out. But basically, like Justice was saying, the Mandela effect is all these slight little changes in this alternate universe, and none of us would be any we would be none of the wiser to what has happened, because it would be an alternate universe where it never happened. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that makes sense, though. That would make sense, because the Mandela effect's not just like, it's like everybody remembers it.
There's so many people that are like, Mandela died in the 80s. I watched his funeral. You know? So, and just little, and that's a pretty big thing right there. That's like a huge, that's a huge thing. Stuff like Skechers, Febreze, Looney Tunes. Those are just slight little changes. And it was, Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest minds of our time, predicted, like, if they found that, he predicted the existence of that Higgs boson particle, and said it could result in a catastrophic vacuum decay, which is a black hole. It's a vacuum. Everything just decays into it. And they found it.
Now, how would you find something like that?
I don't even know, man. It's crazy. Like,
See,
how
they don't
in the
explain
Are
world?
particles grown in like a field? Like, how would you just I found a particle?
They went out with a fine-tooth comb into the fields, and they went at it for years, and they finally
what
found
to
it.
look for. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Is it like growing peppers? Like, you like breed particles into other particles and make
Maybe.
a part? How do you find a particle? Is it like hitchhiking and you pick it up going down the road and you're like, oh, there's a particle, I found it? No, seriously, like, where do these particles come from?
Apparently, they already exist. But why does us finding it?
There was something they did at the CERN where they were blasting particles into each other at extreme rates of speed, like high velocity. They didn't know if it was going to like cause an explosion that would end the world.
No, maybe I'm stupid.
Same with the nuclear bombs. The first nuclear bomb they tested, our military, they didn't know whether they were about to end the world or not, because they had done small scale nuclear explosion, and they'd had success with it, and then they were like, okay, let's ramp this up.
Which just goes to show, you really probably should not raid Area 51, because it's pretty clear that they don't give a crap if they blow the world up or not, because they still went through with it.
Yeah.
Well,
And then they went through with potentially creating a black hole that would crush the world.
well, like,
via
this is
And supposedly it did.
it's a serious question. So, like, with these particles, I know I'm stuck on this. How do you define a particle? What's an example of a particle?
A neutron,
Okay.
a proton, electron, and
Apparently there's something smaller than an electron.
what what you learned in high school.
There's
You
one.
learned is you've got
A neutron in the
a
center,
neutron, and then electrons and protons.
circling it.
Those are your particles of an atom.
There's
There's
actually
more.
stuff that makes
There's much more. And apparently, when you get down even further into the subatomic level, everything is just light.
Is a light particle?
It's all particles.
Of
It's
light.
all light energy. So everything is actually just light condensed into cells or into atoms, which is ridiculous. And
Wait a
supposedly-
minute. Wait a minute.
Learn-
Is that why black holes suck everything in, because they are absence of light? So all the light that's in the particles around it feels it.
maybe
I think you should write a book.
there's
I'm the
something
next Stephen Hawking.
something crazy I learned about.
Except I can talk.
I guess this would. Wow. I guess this would be quantum physics. Quantum physics,
That's a whole thing in and of itself.
they really interest me. It's way above my pay grade mentally.
Got that right.
But I like to look into it. But I heard something a while back. Apparently, a beam of light, when you take a flashlight and aim it
Oh yeah.
at an angle into a mirror, the photons that go out in the reflection aren't the photons that go in.
In other words, what is reflected out of the mirror is not the same light that hit the mirror.
Yeah.
The light from the flashlight apparently hits the mirror and does not reflect back, but rather forces other photons that were already in the mirror out of the mirror and replaces them.
What?
Yeah.
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 So it's not actually reflecting off of it. It's the light from the flashlight is forcing its way into a place where photons were already out and forcing those photons out.
What was it he called it? Vacuum something, wasn't it?
I forget.
I mean, it might have been something like vacuum particles or something, or vacuum particle existence. I can't remember. But it's crazy to think that the light going into a mirror is not the same that's coming out.
Yeah.
No, that's real trippy.
It is.
Very, very true.
When you get like looking at particles and stuff and like the laws of physics and the
Isaac Newton didn't know what he was even getting into, did he?
he just got hit in the head with an apple.
And he thought he had figured out the laws of physics. He didn't even know.
It's craziness.
Because
Look up that theory. Like look up 2012 alternate reality conspiracy.
You know, as
It's
a
crazy.
derail,
We still yet to
2012.
make that video. We got to get it
I
done.
remember this. Me and Justice
Speaking
were
of-
on a roller coaster.
which, ironically, to the derail, it was a train-themed roller coaster.
Me and Justice were on a roller coaster at the old Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina. Right? Yeah. And
No,
It's below Charlotte.
on the border of.
Charlotte's on the border.
I think this is more Concord.
Charlotte's on the border.
Anyway.
You mean part of Charlotte's in South Carolina?
No.
Then no, it's not on the border.
Anyway.
I'm talking. It's literally
What-
on the border.
Look, I'm half asleep.
On the border.
So
You know that Eagles song?
No,
So, me and Justice were on a roller coaster called the Gold Rush. The exact minute that the world was supposed to
yeah, we
end.
were watching our phones like,
Oh, yeah.
and there's a tunnel on that ride too. So like literally about the time that it was supposed to happen, we're on a roller coaster going into this dark tunnel, and it was like,
It was super trippy.
we're not gonna come out of this tunnel, are we? But we did.
We did.
Maybe the moment you went into that tunnel
We got
was the moment they found the Higgs boson.
and now we're in alternate
And see,
reality.
the weird thing about it is the Mayan calendar didn't predict the end. It wasn't, like the world stops here. It was just the Mayan calendar expired.
Because we're in a different
Because-
timeline now.
Yeah, it would be a totally different timeline that we're in now. They couldn't they couldn't have went any further with their calendar because that timeline and that universe expired at that moment. So they couldn't possibly have went any further. It's not, that's part of that whole thing is like the Mayans didn't predict the end of the world, or not the end of our world, just the end of that universal timeline.
Because it was a calendar, which keeps up with time.
It's like the X-Men movies.
And also the whole time feels faster thing that would have caused
And
a
I'm-
whole shift in the like.
And I know growing up, there's the whole, once you become an adult, time flies by so much
But not
faster.
this fast.
Dad the other day made the comment that he felt like time's been flying these last few years. Yeah, he's been an adult for a long time. He should have got used to it by now.
He's been an
But-
adult for over 30 years.
But even he made the statement, seems like time's just flying.
Yeah.
Because we're in a black hole.
It's an alternate.
Maybe.
It's an alternate universe.
Now, cue
with
the
alternate
Illuminati
timeline.
song.
Yes.
But
I think we're at a good wrapping up point there.
Yeah.
that's good.
Anybody who's with
That was a
us,
nice, juicy one
yeah.
That is a juicy one.
to kind of. Slow
Anybody
it down
anybody
on.
who's still watching, just look it up.
Anybody that we-
research it, soak it in.
Anybody
think
we
about it.
didn't lose at the word quantum physics.
And I'm sure there's some YouTube videos also that kind of explain all that we just talked about.
Yeah. And if you know of any good like quantum physics YouTube videos and stuff that I could watch, send us a message.
Well, if Robert Burchett ever sees this video, he'll probably hit you up. He was into that in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let us know, and yeah, I'll dive into that. So yeah, I reckon we're,
Awkwardly gonna say goodbye now.
as Justice said, live from Mount Airy. It's Saturday night, or live from Saturday night. It's Mount Airy. This has been the J3 podcast. You want to clap it off again like last time? No, you can't. No, not like that. You got to do it out here. Who's going to do it? You want to do it this time? Well, bye.